Hello, and thank you for joining us for our 5th edition Eberron campaign, Shadows Light. For this week, we're taking a break from our normal plan and not even running Monster of the Week. Instead, we're trying something new. I'm Will Ellis. I will be the Dungeon Master, Dice Boss, whatever term you want to use. Before we get started, I've got our usual announcements. First off, content warning. This is going to be a very light and silly game tonight. I don't perceive any issues, but if there's anything that's giving you any sort of mental issues, anything that's bringing some stuff up to the front, feel free to step away. We want you to watch, but more importantly, we want you to be mentally safe. Second content warning that I normally do is spoiler warning. There might be a few spoilers in this particular one for the Eberron campaign setting as a whole, the Keith Baker novels, the Keith Baker series rather, The Dreaming Dark, and maybe for Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, who knows? Shouldn't have too much for the adventure path that I'm running through in the regular campaign. And final warning, I'm going to get rules wrong. Go ahead and at me. That's at _Ellis on Twitter, at Batsuclad on TikTok. Other than that, I think that's all I've got for my announcements. Shout out to our Attribute Alley. Shout out to Arcane Anthem, whose free music we'll probably be using in the background on some of our stuff. Maybe. I don't think I'm even using it right now, but shout out to him just for putting stuff out there for free for anybody to use in their streams. He's awesome. I think that's all I have. So let's go ahead and start with our player/character introductions for this weird and interesting experiment I'm trying. Start with McKnight. Please ignore all the name tags, by the way. We're not really using those today. So McKnight, if you want to go ahead and start us off.
All right. Hello, I am McKnight. Looks like today I'll be playing as a gentleman named Han Jackson, a scribe from Karnath.
Hello, my name is Josh Hazard, and I will be playing Eric Whitaker, a Daywatch instructor from Karnath as well. Just here to have a time and protect my students.
And I'm Esme. I'm playing Kalia, a full-world stonemason who basically currently lives in Highwall right now.
All right.
Stonemason.
This is normally where I do our previously on, but doesn't quite matter today.
I have a question.
Yes.
Can we possibly do a previously on from our perspective? Just like a brief, like if anything that happened in game affected us or we heard about.
That's true, yeah.
Everybody else all right with that?
I'm fine with it.
Like there were news stories on our characters.
McKnight,
right?
if you're speaking, you're.
Oh, sorry, my bad. Oh,
There we go.
munching. I'll follow suit. I'll let you guys go first because I have no idea what you guys mean.
I want to know where.
Eric, if you want to go first. Speaking of, thank you for reminding me. The timeline, this is going to take place in some sort of nebulous time between when your actual characters left for their mission and the present day, probably sometime after the crash of the Cloud Destiny.
I wasn't saying like backstory for our characters. I don't have anything really fleshed out. I just made this character. I was thinking more like there were Paul was doing stories on us, right?
Yeah, no,
On our
absolutely.
actual
But
character.
that's why I
That's what I'm
suggested
thinking.
that's why I said timeline wise when I said your regular characters like Shadow's Light, the new mercenary group. This is sometime probably after the crash of the Cloud Destiny, to give you an idea of where it takes place. So Paul has
Okay,
already written
gotcha.
stories. Absolutely,
Alright.
Paul has already written stories.
Gotcha. Okay.
So previously on Shadow's Light, Eric,
Yes.
you wanted to say backstories for your character, or did you want me to just do it
Oh.
previously on everything that Shadow's Light has done so that your characters know?
Yeah, more like
Okay.
a wake up, this is what's in the news
Oh, okay.
sort of
I
deal.
I misunderstood what you were saying.
Like the same previously on, but
Okay.
from our character's point of view. Like
I got you. All right. So previously, you all have come to High Wall over the years for many different reasons. And Esme, I apologize. I'm probably going to get your character's name wrong a few times, and
That's
McKnight,
fine.
I can't even remember what your character's name is. Oh yeah,
change
this
the
is
name
super last
in-
minute, by the way,
in
everyone.
Zoom. Change the name in Zoom. That's what
I'm
I
not
did.
looking
was
in Zoom,
at
so
that.
that's not going to help me. I'm
Mhm.
looking at the
should.
OBS.
Can we tell you now, or
Yeah,
when you get okay? Han.
Han, that's right.
Yes, Han.
Han and Kalila?
Kalia.
Kalia. Okay, cool. So all of you have come to High Wall for various reasons to live. I know that Kalia came being a stone-mason to figure there was plenty of work to be done since new residents were moving in, and wanted to help the displaced Sirens who started moving here after the morning happened. Each of you have your own reasons for moving here. In the recent months, you have been reading in the Sharn Inquisitive about this new group of people. You actually haven't seen a name for them until recently, within about the last week or so, when more stories of them are coming forward, specifically about how there's a Paladin of Dalara who has gone around and used her healing gifts for some of the sick children in Highwall. That has appeared in the paper. Eric, you've actually seen her healing some of the sick. You look like you have a question.
No, my headphones were making a weird noise.
Okay, fair enough. And you all probably would have noticed this in general if you were near where any of that sort of stuff was happening. But yes, you've seen the halfling cleric of Aladra around. Very talkative, very friendly chap. And you've noticed lately, if you've seen Claire McKnight around the Paladin, you would have seen the gentleman that was walking around with her, usually a few steps behind. You probably haven't heard his name yet, but yeah, that's about where we're starting into this. Any questions that about what your characters might know? No questions?
Not that I can think of right now. No.
Nope.
I mean, I'm basically a preschool teacher. There's so many questions I have about my job, but like those will come up.
All right. So let's go ahead and begin this episode of Meanwhile in Sharn. Night comes to the district of Highwall earlier than other districts of Sharn, being that it's on the eastern edge. The light of Ara the sun is hidden by the towers of Sharn. necessitating the lighting of torches earlier in the day than in other places. And yes, I said lighting the torches. You're in Highwall. Highwall doesn't have the fancy ever-bright lanterns of the upper wards. This is the district that Sharn forgot about. The place that used to hold traitors, aka anyone who wasn't born in Breland. When the last war broke out, Queen Roanne pushed all of the people in Sharn into this one area. Concentrated them, some might say, in a camp. Where the buildings are run down. And it's far. It is the second to last day of the week. Believe it's going to be the second to last day of, Esme, help me out here. What was the month before Ron? Baracus?
I think it was Baracus, yeah.
Yeah. So it is the 27th of Baracus. 998 YK.
Yeah, it was Baracus, yeah.
There we go. On, what are you doing on this this evening?
I am just reading my texts and all my books I carry around with me all the time. Just overall rereading things I've already learned just to keep it fresh in my mind, and things that I have recently learned in the area of Sharn.
Okay. And remind me, you're a scribe, you're a scholar, correct?
Yes.
Do you own a bookstore here in Highwall, or are you just offering your services as a scribe, knowing that a fair number of people aren't actually literate?
Wow. Never really thought about that.
I'm working on it.
It's a process for Han.
Yep, that's
I would
fair.
say he just offers his services, so he's not really doing well, but he tries to read some out to people and maybe like
help them write letters back home, write petitions to try and find loved ones displaced due to the mourning. Even 2 years out, there's still plenty of that. Okay. By the way, in my head, I'm making you William DeWord, which is a character from Discworld where literally that was his job.
I'll also give fair warning. If you hear my puppy in the background, it's whining because it's first night.
Oh no, I heard
Oh yeah,
and
we heard.
we
It's
understood. I
lonely
know
and you're
you mostly
ignoring it.
said that
That's what's
for
happening.
the audience. I know you were saying that for the audience. Is a cute pepper.
Super cute.
I say that, and I haven't even looked at it.
Wow.
Oh my
it's
gosh, it is adorable. Sorry.
It has Superman laser vision eyes. Like, Jesus.
Just again, remember, I was busy trying to set all this up.
Yeah, fair enough.
Okay.
Do or do not.
And as you're reading through the books, by the way, I'm gonna ask for blanket permission to kind of throw and add stuff onto your characters. I should have done at the beginning, if that's all right.
Thumbs up
Yeah, go
for
for
me.
All right. One of the reasons you're here in Sharn in the first place was you're working on a kind of a history book, but more of a series dedicated to essentially the causes of the last war itself. And the first book in this volume is still a working title. You're trying to figure out what it is. Right now, you've got it as the first Queen of Bears. And it's the story of Queen Roanne. And her reactions, and which is one reason you actually came to Highwall specifically, because there's really no greater proof of the nationalism that Queen Roanne herself had than the concentration of anyone not from Breland into this district of Sharn. And there are still people living here that were amongst those that were shoved here, because there are dwarves here. There are, people that live in Highwall from the distant, or who were alive when that happened. That make sense?
Yep.
Okay, so it is getting a little late. I say it's getting a little late. It's probably, we're using our time about 4 in the afternoon, which is why the torches are already getting lit. And you always know when the torches are getting lit because you can smell the smoke from them. These are not clean burning torches. These are mostly the dregs. The only place that probably has worse smelling torches is the cogs themselves. Places like Malian's Gate and things like that. But it is, you've been studying and you tend to lose track of time while you're studying, and you feel a rumble in your stomach, and suddenly you're like, when was the last time I ate?
I grabbed a piece of paper and just
Please don't actually do that.
sustenance, temporary sustenance.
God.
Nom, nom, nom.
It's not really helping. Like you want it to be, but it's not. You do know of a place that still serves like sausages and stuff. Some good Carnathi food, by the way. It's a butcher shop over on Beachberry Street.
Sure, I'll go to it.
Okay. You start heading your way. Eric.
Yes.
Friday, your charges have all went home with their parents. Their parents have gotten off of work. By the way, for anybody wondering, when he said day watch, it's a daycare facility, the pre-K, essentially.
Yep.
So what are you doing now that your charges have left?
Cleaning up, I suppose.
Okay,
I do the best to make them clean for themselves. They're very responsible, but they do leave a bit of a mess.
That's fair. You're cleaning up. There's toys kind of scattered, and you just pick them up. It's been a pretty good day so far. The kids were fairly well behaved. They're and specifically, you don't just try to because being from Karnath yourself as well, you try to make sure that you're not just taking in the Siren, refugees, children. You try and make a mixed match of people from various walks of life so that they get exposure. There was some little goblin children. There was a couple of goblin children there, some gnome children, some dwarven children. You're pretty sure that one 2-year-old is a bugbear. I'm pretty sure you've met their parents. You know he's a bugbear.
Yeah,
but it's a baby bugbear.
That's adorable. Not many elvish children, huh?
Not really.
They're much more rare. I mean, they live too long to produce too often.
How long have you been taking care of children here in Sharn?
I'd say probably.
Remember, the morning happened 4 years ago. The last war officially ended 2 years ago. Not even fully 2 years yet.
So I'd say probably about a year.
Okay. So you came here in about 997.
Yeah, I'm a pretty young educator.
Yeah, no,
Pretty
that's valid. How does Eric feel about the Karnath Karrnathi religion and what it used to be versus what it is now. As a reminder, it used to be the blood of Vol, the whole concept of undeath being a way to cheat death. And now it's basically gone back to being sovereign host, and specifically King Caius III is very much against the blood of Vol. Officially, the blood of Vol is still the state religion. And okay, it's not the state religion, but it's not outlawed anywhere outside of Korth, which is the capital of Karrnath.
Well, matters of religion aren't really up for me to decide. I think that you should try to enjoy life as it is, and if you can't, then you might get the chance to enjoy it afterwards.
Alright.
Beyond that, I don't really have an opinion.
I just wanted to put some feelers out to see how Eric was feeling about that, because
Yeah,
that is very
Not a
much
religious fanatic. You can't afford to be a religious fanatic when you're taking care of so many different children from so many different backgrounds. Otherwise, you'd hate children. And I mean, who could hate children? Look at them.
Yeah. Real quick, I'm going to run back to Han real quick. Same sort of question for you, Han.
How long has it been? I would say roughly 6 months.
Okay. And same question about the Blood of Vol versus Sovereign Host versus Silver Flame. Like, where does Han fall on that spectrum? How does Han feel about the nation, his birth nation's flip from fully worshipping the Blood of Vol to it being fully outlawed in the capital city and highly discouraged outside of it? But Caius is smart enough to know that you can't just.
I would say he just kind of goes like whatever. He's more interested in the actual the reasons behind it. So like, reading about it more than actual practice and religion of it.
Okay. So I feel like Han's more interested in the blood that marks the page being ink rather than the blood of Vol. Got it. Okay. Again, just curious. There's things to think about with these nations. My hair is going to get really weird, and I apologize.
I have a more off-the-cuff question. It's more of a joke for Han.
Go ahead.
Oh.
I'd say I was disappointed in you.
Please tell me I get to shoot first in this first initiative.
Yes.
Mm.
Oh, I've never been more proud of both of you. That reminds me, real quick, again, and
Oh no, I have a bad feeling about this.
Oh, hello.
Hmm?
We're getting raided. Hello, everyone raiding us.
Oh,
Yeah. I'm gonna blame Esme for that.
What happened?
We're getting raided with a party of 19 people.
Oh, hello.
It'll be like the most people that's ever been watching us at a given time. Anyway. All right.
Thank you, Emmy, for the raid. I love you.
Yeah, picked a good one to do that on too. So, Eric, it doesn't take you any time at all to get cleaned up. The kids have been pretty good. This is usually about when you take your dinner.
Do I have any food at the house?
Just roll me a d20. What was the number?
3.
Okay.
3.
Suddenly, a large warforged. No, sorry, it's different. 3. Come on.
Is it a refrigerator / warforged?
No, it's King Bornell's best friend. No, unfortunately, you haven't stocked up. You've been focusing on the kids.
Well, then I suppose I'll be going to the pub.
Okay. Is there any particular drinking establishment you prefer? We've got the Manticore. That's the one that comes to mind immediately. There are plenty of others. Crap, do we have some? You could also just go to get food by itself. There's there's like food carts, like people walking around with a little thing around their neck. If you choose one of those, you are taking.
Yeah, I think I'll go to a deli.
You're going to any particular one?
Well, there's a nice little meat shop around the corner.
On Beachberry Street, by any chance?
Yeah, just right around the corner.
Okay. One second. Kalia. Did I pronounce that right?
Mhm.
So Kalia, you're actually out on a job.
Okay.
You've been working at this place last couple of days, just strengthening a bit of it. It's a house, but it used to be an inn, and it's basically been split to become a duplex of sorts. So that one side where the kitchen was is actually like one house, and the other side where like the tavern room and the inn rooms is another residence, along with the stables.
Okay.
And the person there's several people living in this establishment. They all appear to be Karnathi. It's weird. You came to Highwall to try and seek work to help strengthen some of the structures and everything. There's a lot of people that, when they find out that you're a Breelander, won't hire you. And it's sort of the thing of, they almost feel like you're giving a handout, if that makes sense. They feel like you're looking down on them, is the feeling that you've gotten. How long have you been in Highwall, by the way?
Cause you said the morning happened 4 years ago, and then the last war ended 2.
Officially ended, like, all hostility, like, there wasn't really many battles after the morning, but the Treaty of Thronehold was signed on, I believe it's the 6th of Aerith, 996.
I'll say I've been there for like a year and a half.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, you've been struggling a little bit in the, again, because a lot of the former citizens of Sire, a lot of these refugees, were like, we don't want to, like, we're not just accepting your help, how dare you look down on us, we're still a proud people, even though we've lost our homeland. There's a lot of that sentiment. Over the past year and a half, it's started to go away a little bit, but still the majority of jobs you're getting are from people who either have just moved to Highwall, and so they don't have that mindset. Also, the people that were already here also have the mindset of, hey, we were, sent here just because of where we were from, and you're one of the group of people that did that. It's not fair to you. You weren't in the government, but
Yep.
this is the mindset.
Yeah.
That said, again, people that just moved to Highwall, you're starting to get a little bit of reputation. You do good work. You do good stonemasonry work. But the one that hired you for this is he's a Karn. He's really skinny, and his face is just covered in scars, and he has white hair coming down a bit. And when he hired you, he's like, "Yes, thank you for coming to take care of this. I was taking care of a mount for a friend of mine who has taken the mount off for a bit. His mount has been damaging stables just a bit." And you can see where there's cracks in the brickwork and everything of where something fairly strong. It looks almost like it's been headbutting the brickwork a bit. I'm really surprised Josh hasn't reacted to this yet.
I'm smiling so hard. I'm smiling so hard.
Because Josh, you know what's been damaging that brickwork.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, your pet. So yeah, it's you're just putting in like the last of the mortar. It's going to need to cure over the next couple of days to really get that proper strength. But he did tell you, it's like, come by the shop. I'll be working there late, and we can settle up the payment.
I would not, yeah.
Which is weird that he said that today, because he paid you in full beforehand.
Free food. That screams free food to me. Do it.
So what are you doing?
What am I doing? I guess just checking over my work just to make sure that I didn't, fuck up on it. Making sure that is a-okay before I guess leave and just kind of like walk around, I guess.
Okay, roll me an intelligence check and go ahead and add your proficiency modifier of 1.
Okay.
Just to check your work.
So that's a 2.
Okay. You rolled a natural 1.
Yeah, I
Okay.
did.
Okay. That's some good brickwork. It actually, you know what? No, as you're looking at it, you say, "Oh crap," and it looks like you completely missed a section, and so you spend time going back over that and like making sure it's properly properly taken care of. And then once you finish doing that, you realize what you thought was a crack was actually a piece of hair just stuck to the...
Gotta make sure it's good.
Yeah. So yeah, that was
But no, yeah, after that, yeah, I just kind of like walk out and just walk around and just get like a breath of fresh air and just kind of like walk around and just see what's going on in the high wall.
As you walk out, one of the other Karns that live this place with Ilya is leaning against a shovel. You've met him a few times because he's been in there cleaning out some of the stalls. You know his name is Frederick. Master Kalia, which he refers to you as master because you are the closest thing to a master artisan that this place sees. Master Kalia. So work is done then.
It is, yeah.
Commander
for the
Ilya
day.
asked me to remind you to come see him for the rest of your payments.
Oh, right. Yeah, I should go do that.
And as you were talking to him and say that, Han and Eric, you actually both start heading to Beachberry Street, walking right near here. And there's a cart coming along the street, which you don't see carts around this area too often, especially ones pulled by horses. Like Ilya owns a few horses and also, but mostly donkeys and stuff for his carts. You don't see many horses because, well, meat can be hard to come by. It's been, that sort of thing hasn't happened much lately, pretty much since Ilya opened his butcher shop. And you all know that the meat sold there is from, it's a little griffin, a little chimera. Rumors are some cockatrice, stuff like that.
Cockatrice.
But so you all see as this cart comes in, and there's like, it's an open back cart, and there's this like large, long looking box on the back of it, and it pulls up next to one of the other houses along the street. And this house has like flower beds outside, but there's like herbs and things like that growing in this flower bed. And you see actually like leaning up against the wall near that house, there's 3 people. There's this half-orc who's standing there, arms crossed, with this like just perpetual angry look on his face. And there's a goblin wearing a waistcoat and a like flat newsboy's hat, looking up with just like a grin of like, ooh, finally. And eating some sort of like biscuit or something with his left hand. A human who's standing there, and like it actually takes you a second to see him there just because he's not moving much, and he kind of almost blends in with the wall a little bit. As you guys are individually walking past, you can hear the bit of the conversation happen. Paul, are you entirely sure that Lysera is not going to have a problem with the fact that you had this ordered to her place? Look, I promise she's not going to mind. It's going to be amazing. Like, she's going to love this. And the half-orcs.
I can only imagine her reaction.
What exactly is this thing again? It's called an echoer. Okay? See, how Civis has been putting out this, these, they're calling them broadcasts. I think it's because it's like a broadsheet, but it's being cast out. And basically, anywhere in Sharn, if you have one of these devices, which is like a liquor cabinet, when you open it up, it puts out the sound that they're releasing. Shout out, by the way, to Civis Echo Station and Eberron Chronicles of Echoes. Check them out wherever you can find your podcasts.
Making my way downtown, get some meat, gonna eat because I'm hungry.
So yeah, you guys hear that conversation as each of you are walking past. Yeah, Lysera, look forward to that.
It's going great.
And if you really want to look forward to it, you can actually listen to the podcast. Because they keep better track of time than you do, which is impressive.
Excuse you.
No. Did you hear what I said? It's impressive that they keep a better track of time than you do. Because you keep very good track of time.
Better is what he's saying.
Not what I'm saying.
Listen.
Shut up. Also, more importantly, what's really fun is they're almost caught up to where we are right now.
Oh, cool.
Like their last episode was the Race of 8 Wins, which wasn't that long ago in game time. Anyway, now that we've had that little diversion. Also, it's a lot of fun. So, you guys are... Hello. As you guys are all head to the shop, you do see coming out of the other part of the house that you were working on.
Kalia.
Kalia. Sorry, I'm so sorry. I don't know why that name's
You're
giving me so
fine.
much problems. Kalia, there is a human man who's got like scroll cases over him and everything, just like steps out, looks at the cart. Russell Hargrave's gonna want one of these. I just know it.
Well, just a tip, because I know this will help you remember, because it helped me remember DC Comics Kalia Al Ghul.
But yes, that will actually help. Thank you.
I know, but it's the same
Yeah.
sound.
Yeah,
So
that's brilliant. Thank you.
It does help me for the pronunciation. I know it starts with a K. Other than that, I'm good.
Yeah.
You guys are
Fair enough.
amazing. Yeah.
Us or people in the thing. That reminds me, I was gonna say I was gonna say this earlier, and I was gonna say at the beginning, and then I just didn't end up saying it. I think because we got raided and I got distracted. I love you guys, just FYI. By the way, in the Zoom call, I know I'm pointing the wrong way because I'm looking.
You probably are. I'm not even looking at Zoom. You probably are.
Yeah.
Do I care?
Our Zoom calls 4 instead of our usual setup. So, anyway,
I'm not even looking at Zoom.
Yeah. Anywho's be. So we you guys head over to the local butcher shop, and I can't remember what I named this butcher shop. I'm not even sure if I ever named it.
I don't think you did.
Alias Butcher Shop.
Other than that, yeah.
I think I was gonna just call it the Butcher of Barrowholt.
Big meats.
But no, yeah, as you're
Sausage heaven.
I was gonna cut my own throat dibbler in here, but I decided not to.
Sausage fest.
I mean,
He sells
The
more
meat
than
shack.
sausages.
The Meat Shack.
ooh, the meat.
We'll workshop it later.
Alias Meat Shack.
We'll workshop it later.
Please workshop it later.
But you will show up at the butcher shop. I think Han's probably going to arrive first.
Probably, yeah.
All right.
So Han,
Sorry, it's very loud over here.
hold on.
Yes,
No,
I'll
wait,
be there first.
Hold on. Let me rephrase that. Go, Han.
See, I think of Han from Tango to remember his name.
I was making a Gohan joke.
Not Tango,
I know.
Frozen, I mean.
Oh geez. Yes, I'm gonna get there first.
Okay, good. You show
I'll
up.
be the last one.
Gonna
'Cause I'm
awkwardly
already there.
stand by the counter.
Okay, I all right. Just because I think I need to go. I need to grab that thing because that's so fucking loud.
Okay,
Someone else go first.
Okay, you're actually like reading a book, and when you get there, and you just like stop outside. Eric, you see this this guy just standing out there reading a book. He looks like he wants to be left alone right now.
Han, how you doing, old buddy?
He does
Sorry,
not notice.
That's not my character. I just had to do the
Yeah.
thing.
He looks at you and say, "You son of a bitch."
Anyway,
You got a
I'm
lot of nerve
gonna
showing your
walk.
face back here. Sorry.
I'm gonna walk inside. And I'm gonna start browsing the selection that's visible. And wait for somebody to ask me what I want.
So, this is an old school style shop. There's nothing on display. There's places for people to sit and like they could get sandwiches and stuff and actually sit in here and eat. So it's like a mixture of a shop and and like a deli, really. But he's the way it works is you go up, you ask what's available if you don't already know what you want, and they go in the back and they bring it out for you. Like the old days, you didn't used to browse shelves to shop. You used to literally just go up and say, "This is what I need."
All right, who's at the counter?
Is a very thin man with white hair coming down to here, and he's got scars all over his face. You've heard from his men talking and everything. You're a fellow Karn, so they're gonna like
I've been here before.
Yeah, but other than that, he would never have brought this up, but his men. Sorry, McKnight just distracted me.
Sorry, it would not shut
No,
up.
no. It's fine, but puppy.
Puppy.
But you heard from his men specifically what I mean, not from him, that he attended Reckenmark Academy.
Very interesting. I'm sure.
But you know this is Ilya.
Yes.
Ah,
my good man. It's good to see you again. Ilya, was it?
yes, Eric, you are the one who watches over the children during the day.
Yes, actually. I was wondering, did you have any more of that peppercorn griffin that I got earlier this week? I don't know if it would still be good by now. I'm not really sure how that works, but
Oh, no,
if you had any more, that was delicious.
we use some of the best preservatives. Of one of my neighbors, Basil Hargrave, has actually helped me come up with ways to preserve things. And also his intern, Rents. I don't know if you met him. He's a very bright young man. And he goes in the back and looking for stuff. Yes, I believe we have some of this. Did you just want the meat itself? Did you want it on some sort of sandwich or?
Sourdough with
Yes.
tomato.
You want it as a sandwich?
Yes, please.
Might I
Sourdough
recommend
and tomato.
this particular sourdough? It is infused with rosemary, fresh from the gardens of local Druid.
Sounds delightful. Absolutely.
And he takes sourdough. He takes out a long knife. Which, by the way, when you first came in, he was behind the counter. Roll me a perception check.
Ooh. 3.
Okay, yeah, he was just behind the counter. A Warforged busted. No, okay. Every time 3. So he is yeah, don't worry, McKnight, you're not the only one whose place is loud.
Actually, hold on. I'm a human.
At
There's
least
actually
it's
4.
quiet.
I don't know if that makes a difference.
Nope. But yeah, you notice him behind the counter, and he grabs up it's a very sharp looking knife he pulls up as he slices and excuse me. And he makes you the sandwich. Did you want it grilled? We have a bit of fire going, so I can do that for you.
Absolutely.
No cheese. We have some the Undyne cheeses available.
Do you have anything spiced with peppers?
One second. There's a particular spice in Eberron, and I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head. Sea spice? I would like to point out the brilliance of the fact that the EberronFandom.com website has an entire entry for gastronomy, which I feel like Josh should definitely be on.
Oh, I have seen it. It's wonderful. I also have seen a few versions of ration, like daily ration per race descriptions, like, but actually like put together. It's actually pretty nice. Like little bottles of wine.
Thrackle spiced. It's like, yes, I believe they have some Thrackle spiced cheese from it's goat cheese from Thrain, actually.
That sounds delicious.
Actually, I have to get someone else to go buy it for me. For some reason, they don't like to sell to people from the homeland. For some reason, couldn't imagine the buy.
I wouldn't want to imagine, really. I mean, prejudice is not my nature. However, I do enjoy a good Karnath meal.
Let's just be careful where you're getting it from, eh?
Oh, absolutely.
You, by the way, have also both you and Han have definitely heard and / seen some of the posters that get taken down rather quickly if Ilya comes across them, inviting all true children of Karnath to come and partake in. It's the ones that it's the poster like Ilya gave to Mo, which is a not so subtly veiled coded message for Emerald Claw recruitment.
It's the KKK.
That is full on what I'm basing that off of. Mostly off of a comedian skit where his friend went there and he's like, "You're going back because this is some good barbecue." Anyway, Han, you still reading?
I walk in.
Okay.
I'm walking in to get payment.
Okay. Han, I want Han to roll me a perception check with disadvantage.
Do I know Han? We did both come from Karnath, but like I don't know if we've run into each other before.
That is entirely up to y'all.
Perception.
Mm-hmm.
No, don't eat this.
Why not? It's good.
No, choking hazard.
He's not
What did
joking.
you tell me?
Oh my god!
What the fuck?
It's not Claire!
Yeah, that's true.
Puppy luck.
I did say disadvantage, but I don't care. I'm gonna allow it.
Wow. Okay.
As you're about to walk in, you just happen to glance up and you see the furball coming, and you guys were actually gonna try and enter the door at the same time, but you like stop and pull up short. It still would have been hilarious, but so Kalia, thank you, by the way. The Talia thing really does help.
I know, right? Batman of all things.
Batman for everything.
I'm sure.
Batman Forever.
Oh God.
Best movie.
Oh, I know.
Sorry, I hurt myself with that.
Mm-mm.
Like a
need
kiss
Jill.
of a rose. Sorry. Let's seal this up. Come on, that was good.
Mm-mm.
So yeah, you walk in.
I'll walk up to and
Well, Kalia actually entered first because you
Yeah.
guys were about to walk in.
So I'll wave to Alea and walk closer.
You see another human in here. Assume you're human, right, Eric?
Mm-hmm.
The another human other than Ilya in here. Do me a
Yeah,
favor.
you're gonna walk in as Eric's giving his name for the order.
Oh god.
It's Eric with a K.
Oh goodness.
Okay. Here's the thing. He stops as he's about to write it down. Looks back up at you. You've done this to me before. I know this trick.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
Being said, I do need you to roll a perception check. Oh yeah.
Okay. Do. Where is my thinking perception? Oh, that's great. That's an 11.
Okay. Cool. You can't help but notice he had the pen like in his hand about to write it down. As you came in the door. Like as soon as the door opened, the pen dropped for a second and his hand moved towards a certain area of the counter before he noticed it was you and went back to writing down the name. Yes. Kalia.
Hello.
1 second. All right, and he's got one of his men had come out from the back and he hands like he's like, wrap up the rest of this. Well, Eric is a K. And
Cheeky bastard.
grill up this the sandwich. Use the Thranish with the Draco spice. And the this woman actually, blonde hair, looks at him and says, "Yes, Commander." And as she's walking away, he just kind of walking and said, "And don't call me." And as that happens, on you walk in. You don't have to open the door because Kalia had opened the door for you and you kind of walked in with her. Go ahead and give me that perception check though.
Another.
Yeah.
At least it's not with disadvantage.
6.
Okay. You don't really notice.
I'm looking for sustenance.
That's sure.
With book still in face.
Yep. Well, that's just. Sorry, something happened with my system.
Oh.
Should still be everything should still be streaming fine though. It's just something happened on my OBS side. It's weird. Just let me pull up the stream on my other computer just to make sure that everything's still going right. My chat stopped working in.
I mean, everything is going well on stream if you're asking that, because I have it pulled up.
Yeah.
Well, you look like a man who knows a story or two. Okay, guess you're just gonna ignore me. That's fine.
Yep.
Damn.
Hmm.
I guess it'd be like that sometimes.
I mean, that's fine. You're a big, scary looking bloke. How are you?
Anyway.
I'm doing well.
Sorry about that, guys.
My God, are you a woman?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't see many. You're a furbo, aren't you?
That I am.
Again, don't see many of you.
Nope.
Sorry, my whole thing messed up right as I was about to roast Esme in the chat.
Why am
What are
I
you-
being
what are you
roasted?
doing? What are you
He
doing,
asked what
Donna?
kind, or they asked what kind of druid you're playing, and I was just going to say one that kills guards.
Wow! I'm not a murderer.
I mean,
I'm not a
technically,
How dare you wake up the
murderer. Okay,
Technically,
slight
we're-
murderer.
technically
Ish.
government assassin.
Yeah.
There's
yeah.
no way that woke up the puppy because you got your headphones on.
It bleeds.
Why is the puppy bleeding?
Why is the puppy bleeding?
There we go. Got sent
Tell us. Ensure to us that the puppy is safe. I will die for that puppy.
Sure.
I don't think I can pick it
You
up right
die
now.
for a Kit Kat bar.
I would not. I would die from a Kit Kat bar, and you know it, you wanker.
Wow. Got called a wanker. How you feeling?
Accurate.
DM question, huge question favor.
Mhm.
Can I switch to my phone? I can still do that. I just
Yeah, no, that's fine. Give it a second. Hi guys. Little bit of technical difficulties. Give us a second. Want to make sure that
difficulties.
woohoo! Just want to make sure everything's gonna be doing good. Sorry if there's like a bleed over here on this
While
whole thing.
technical difficulties are happening, I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a little early, but if we want to just go ahead and take a break for a bit, we can.
As if they are. I don't care.
All right, guys, we're just going to go ahead and go break early because I also kind of have to pee. I think the dog has to pee.
Difficulty break. Woohoo.
no.
I'm just
Dog
vibing.
dog just wants attention.
I mean, I will give that dog attention if you need me to. Like, I
Oh
will.
my god.
I will jump
Well,
on
I'm
that
just
grenade.
gonna like just for the process of like the rest of this session. I'm just
put
gonna
the
save
Okay,
on the
that's
phone.
fine. That's fine. But like
So that
taking the break
everybody
will give
knows
us time
why.
to get it reset up so that make sure nothing goes like
I
really
just
wonky.
realized.
Okay, just so that the viewers actually know the urgency of you taking care of this lovely dog.
Yeah.
Please put it on camera for a second.
For a second, okay.
Yeah, for
Hold
a
on,
second.
hold on.
We wanna see
I
that.
need to transfer it back. There we go. Now we're
Yeah.
back. Because I had it on me for a bit. So if we did the switch out, it.
Okay. Oh my goodness, you're like a huge heat pad.
What about the dog?
Ricky, come here. Oh, I'm sorry. Ricky.
Artie, let me see you, please.
Oh my goodness. Look, wanna
Puppy.
say hi? Say hi.
Adorable.
Let me,
Pupper.
Hey, Lysera. It's a pretty
Yeah.
puppy.
It's a pretty puppy.
I like the puppy.
I
Puppy's
like
great.
this dog more than I like any of you.
Right?
we're gonna get affiliated now, right? We got the dog stream.
Oh, true. We can totally hit affiliate now. We got dog stream. Yeah.
Dog
Wanna
stream!
go out? Okay, he wants to go out.
Oh,
Yep,
Bye,
yep,
doggy.
that's
Channel
valid.
mascot
All right, guys. Sorry.
official channel mascot approved.
Yeah,
I
no,
guess
I
we can't be
absolutely,
affiliate now. Dog love.
I absolutely approve that. My name is Will Ellis, and I approve of that puppy.
True.
All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and break. I know it's early, but yeah, we'll be back in a bit after restrooms and dogs.
I will be in chat for anybody that wants to vibe with me.
Everybody wants to vibe with you. Let's be honest. All right, everybody. See you in a bit. Welcome back. Sorry about the early break. I've been making sure to stay hydrated.
He's not sorry.
Considering my drinks lately have been consisting of Dad's Demise, which is a 5-hour energy shot in Red Bull. Those heart attacks. Anywhoozleby, McKnight will be playing the rest of this session outside, which is super fun.
Let's pop
Get some
it.
fresh air and some sunlight, you nerd.
Touch some grass. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be real fun when he goes to show the dog at some point and the dog's pooping. And then, like, Twitch, like, shuts our channel down for it.
Nature calls.
For obscenity.
Yeah, not happening.
It's Puppy. That's not obscene. Puppy has to poop.
Anywhoozleby.
Yeah.
So, Kali had walked in, followed by Han.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
I'm
in
looking for food.
Yeah, as I explained to Eric, it's the situation where you come in and you say, "Hey, this is what I'm looking for," and they go and get it for you.
Yes, hello. I am looking for something to fill my stomach to its very maximum capacity. Thank you.
We have several things. That's good. That's Kelly, I apologize. I'll be with you in a
No,
second.
take your time. Yeah.
What about your largest slab of meat?
And he looks back and calls into the back. Have you finished with that griffin that you killed the other day? And it's like, yes, come out. And you just see this look of like, really, like, how many times come over his face.
Mm-hmm. You sure you could take all of that meat? As she looks over the Hans.
I recommend an order of 1 dozen numbite wings and hot sauce.
Are we just gonna gloss over the "Are you sure you can take all that meat"? Are we just gonna ignore that? Is that what we're doing?
Yes.
Are we not
we're
doing phrasing
actually going-
anymore?
We absolutely know that any character that McKnight brings to the table is going to be able to take all that meat.
Are we sure?
Yes, I've had. Don't take the leash. Yes, I've had much larger quantities of meat before. Quite delicious.
Didn't you win that sausage eating competition a few years back?
They were called Lizzie's.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was 15 sausages. Didn't chew a bite.
Don't know, don't care, don't remember.
No, I could swear that
I
was
could
you.
It could have been me. I don't really know. Was I holding a book?
You were reading while you were eating. It was actually really impressive.
Probably was me. Competition not worth my time.
And yet you were
I mean-
in it.
You won 10 gold pieces.
Yes, I'm about to spend 10 gold pieces.
If he was looking to just spend 10 gold pieces, since Chimera Griffin leg is not, it's not going to quite cover a full Griffin leg.
Sandwich is
Uh-huh.
really good.
A Griffin leg is like, it's the size of Mo.
Basically.
A griffin leg is larger than Mo.
Probably, yeah.
Is it?
Oh,
maybe.
yeah. You
Maybe.
got to remember, a griffin leg is like a large lion.
Mm.
It is big and it is muscly, and there's way more meat on it than there is on Mo.
So how much is this Griffin leg going to cost me?
I don't even know how much the sandwich is going to cost, but I'm hoping not a whole lot.
Well, it's a
getting commented
sandwich with the and he's giving you like, he's cutting slices off of the stuff for the. He's cut slices off for the sandwich, and then giving you the rest of that meat, along with the rest of the bread. Like it's, that's probably going to cost you. I'm going to say 2 sovereigns just for that.
For my sandwich?
Yeah, for the sandwich and the meat and cheese and bread that went along with it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
The griffin, like a full griffin leg, probably 30 Galifars.
What the fuck?
Well,
It's huge.
Damn.
It is
Damn.
huge. That is meant for a banquet. He usually sells them off in small slices.
damn. Well, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to cut my diet a bit. Just give me a portion of the salad.
Hold on a second. Is Han a halfling?
No,
That's the only way that makes sense.
no, he's a human.
Even so, a halfling, that still takes a while to eat all that meat. The whole point of being a halfling is variety. You
Sure.
want to eat as
I mean,
much as possible, not
meat-
just as much of one thing. You have to have variety. Meat
The
and goes
amount
with
of
the
meat
berries and the
on a
mushrooms.
griffin leg would probably go bad before you finished eating it.
I know,
Mm.
Trying to
because
eat
the
it by yourself. No, I'm explaining to McKnight.
Yeah.
I basically Han is someone that doesn't really pay attention to what's on the plate. He just eats
He
it.
just eats.
Oh, okay.
He's
So you
too
know what?
busy.
So you know
He's
what?
too busy with his nose in the book.
I'm gonna retroact some of this. Okay, just a little bit. Like not retroactive, but all of it has said like, oh, it's and then like Ilya looks and you two like Han's still looking at his book while trying to perform this transaction, and Ilya's like, I've dealt with them before. If 10 Galifas, I will get you the meats for 10 Galifas. How about that?
Sure, that'll work.
And come out with like
Thank you very much.
a portion of a griffin leg, like no bone in it or anything like that, but a portion of a griffin leg, which, if you were paying attention, you would know is probably about the same amount that you normally get. To last you for a bit.
Yeah,
But
I
that's
just
if you
don't
were
know.
paying attention.
Yeah,
I was
you
paying
weren't paying attention though.
And yes, Kalia.
Mhm.
Yeah. And he reaches back and he pulls a couple of links of sausages. And I wanted to thank you for the excellent work. And he wraps them up for you real quick and sets them on the counter. In addition to the fee. That's just for you.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
The door opens again, and I'm not even making anybody roll perception checks.
Okay.
As his hand darts behind the counter real quick.
Ooh.
Yeah, Han probably still doesn't notice.
I'm busy eating a sandwich.
Are you sitting at one of the tables eating the sandwich?
Yeah, I'm trying to have good conversation with somebody, but the two people who walked in seem to be either boring or unwilling to talk.
Whoa. I was
So
talking.
I could speak, I just can't.
I mean, the Furbolg's not boring. She just doesn't really have much to say.
Fair.
so
And this
Someone
guy doesn't
comes
know how
in.
money or food works. So
they are wearing a cloak pulled up and shadow covering the face, wearing full gloves. Pretty much you can see nothing of this person's actual skin.
you look like a real nobody.
It's you do notice the cloak is fairly fine material.
Anybody play Kingdom Hearts get the reference?
But it's not a black cloak. Like it's actually it is black, I take that back, but it actually has like red edging around the hood and the opening
Has a little white heart emblem with a cross with thorns coming down the bottom.
Fucking
no.
Organization 13.
No, you can actually see, like, the cloak down here is open. And you see a red wolf's head on the black tunic,
Ooh.
which is the symbol of Karnath. It is the Karnathi flag.
Mm-hmm.
And where Ilya's hand had dashed behind the counter, he hasn't brought it back.
I'm edging my way closer to the entrance of this establishment. I am not a fighter. I am an educator of small children. Get out. I'm gonna be fine.
And Ilya is looking across the room.
Still holding my sandwich.
I'm afraid we are going to have to close for today. Han, he hasn't even gotten your money yet. He, like, pushes the meat towards you.
Understandable. Have a nice day.
Well, what a
Yeah.
shame. Well, don't cause a mess.
Well, don't worry. I have no intention of causing a mess. It has been a long time, my old friend. Your Majesty.
I'm gonna look up from my book.
Man. What?
Hmm?
I don't think this is my place.
I believe he said the shop was closed. I would suggest you leave.
I think I've heard too much already. Goodbye. Thank you for the sandwich. Have a wonderful day, evening, day, whatever it is. Bye. And I'm gonna leave as fast as I can. Sandwich in tow.
Yep. Alright. I grab my little slap of Griffin. I'm just gonna just walk out. It's just like if there's and I'm just gonna I'm just gonna say if there's a corpse, do leave one for me.
You're trying not to notice, Han.
Mm-hmm.
Something about the lighting as you're trying to get by this person. You see the face of Caius III, King of Karnath, underneath that hood.
Alright. Yep, I'm walking out completely innocent, 100% innocent. Have done nothing wrong, just a bystander reading this book.
I'll nod, take my stuff, and I'll just leave as well.
Alright,
won't say anything.
because I need to see how this works.
Just get brash about it. Wait a minute. You still owe me. You said you were gonna pay up.
He paid. What do you mean?
I know, but
I want to be a bully.
are you smart enough to not be a bully though?
Let me look at my stats. No.
Let me look at my stats. Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Uh,
I'm
I mean,
strong
kind of
enough.
intelligent, but like
I'm
my wisdom is.
I am armed. I am shielded by common clothes, and I am armed with this pocket knife.
Don't. What you got?
Come at me if you dare. Oh, puppy. Oh, what is your whining?
Puppy.
Good puppy.
Sorry, he had something in his mouth.
Oh my goodness. Oh, did he find something to chew on? Yes, he did. Good puppy.
I was making sure
Put
it
it-
wasn't one of
spit
these
it
like
out.
Yeah.
random
Spit it out.
mushrooms.
That's good. My family has a long history of dying of mushroom poisoning.
Mm.
hey,
That's
Han, make a
actually
wisdom
true,
saving throw for me.
Oof.
Great. Okay.
Like-
My wisdom was. Oh, there's no. Okay. Hold on, give me dog. I gotta roll. 5.
Okay. As Kalia and Eric leave, you notice that Han doesn't come out right away.
Do I notice? I don't think I'm really paying attention to Han.
Fair enough. Valid.
Do I notice?
If you happen to notice that
The puppy that's following Han, though.
Yeah.
yeah, it's entirely up to you whether or not you notice, whether or not you care to notice.
Does
I
Han
mean-
have a puppy with him?
Han does not have a puppy.
I can care to notice, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Han
I'm
doesn't
a
come
people
out.
watcher.
Han doesn't come out for a full minute. Han, remember what you saw?
Mm-hmm.
No, you don't.
Oh,
You remember going into there, purchasing the meat, and then leaving. In fact, you don't even remember somebody else coming in.
Damn.
I'm just gonna blink a couple times and I'm just gonna like, have a nice one. Just walk out.
Oh, you remember this as you out the door. Like, you remember saying, have a good one, and, like,
Yeah.
That's all you remember.
What a nice place.
At your point, if anybody knows what spell just got cast.
Mm-mm.
Modify memory.
Yeah.
I am the party wizard. Do not forget. I am a cleric, but I am the wizard. If Mo dies, the wizard I bring will scare.
Oh. Oh, wow.
As you guys come out, the two of the three people you saw earlier are
No. Sorry.
no, you're fine.
You're fine.
Two of the three people you saw earlier are walking by. It's the human and the goblin. And the goblin has like a board with like a piece of paper on it, essentially. And the human's saying, well, I know how I know about it. How did you figure it out? It's not really that important, Hava. What's important is that we make sure we have everyone's real name, or at least the name that they're legally known as, on this piece of paper. But I mean, he kept it hidden. Yeah, he said he was a tour guide. Like, I was actually going to believe that. It doesn't exactly take a genius to, find out someone's family. I'm a reporter. I snoop. It's what I do. As they just walk past.
I
You
love them.
do hear the human say, "It's like, are you entirely sure they're going to be okay with you filling out the mercenary guild paperwork without them here? I'm doing them a favor."
Looks like Mo's gonna have to plan a thank you Paul party.
Probably, yeah.
The more important thing that Knight should probably be wondering is, how did Kilk find out?
Mm.
Yeah. I also Mo has several parties to plan, including an identity reveal party.
Uh,
It's like a
I'm
gender
not
reveal
entire-
party, except it's more, we know your name.
Yeah.
yeah, but the thing is that with the paperwork, you guys still aren't going to find out from Ball.
Oh, I know. But you got the paperwork done, which is where the thank you Paul party comes in. However,
They.
yes. But when we learn Nara's character's full name,
One
then
day.
we'll
Oh,
have the
I thought you were
identity
talking about like
reveal
Kilk's secret.
No, yeah.
Kilk has the darkest
Oh,
secret
no,
of
no,
all.
Oh my goodness.
No, Hadith actually is the darkest secret.
Kill doesn't.
Which, by the way, last far, by the way, would have been the time when Hadith came down, just as a reminder.
Yeah.
Here's the thing that really, really should bother you. You wanna know what it is? Is that
Hmm.
you don't even know what Rentz's dark secret is. And the thing is, the darkest secret Rentz knows might not even be a secret yet. They might not know it yet. Dun dun dun. It's
Anyway,
gonna happen in the future.
Any hills will be.
any whoozleby.
Rentz is gonna get possessed. Doo-dah, doo-dah.
Fuck.
All right, you all have your food. I'll tell you the link.
Hmm.
And yes, by the way, literally those background scenes with Kilk and Paul are pretty much the reason I wanted to do this.
God, it's
Just
so
because
good though.
those two, for some reason, just make the best buddy cop comedy. I don't know why.
They really do.
They're such a cute couple.
Hmm. I
Does
should
that
be.
make Rentz the guy in the chair?
No, see, here's the thing. I was just surprised that Esme wasn't already shipping it.
Okay, fair. I've been slacking on my shipping. I'm sorry.
All right,
Does that make Rentz does that make Rentz the guy in the chair role?
I don't know what that means, and I'm not.
The guy in the chair.
I live.
Headset talks to the buddy cops.
Okay. See, I just think of that as like Control or something like that. That's like
Yeah, Barbara.
Oracle, really. But
Barbara.
by the way, just apropos of nothing, you guys have seen ads in newspapers for some nice like wheelchairs for adventurers. Sorry, I said newspapers, the Chronicles.
Yeah.
But you have seen ads for like battle wheelchairs.
Oh, okay.
How's Kenneth getting to it?
Yeah, I mean, why should people have to stop being an adventurer just because they took an arrow to the knee?
And then some nation attacked.
That's actually where the legal divorce department comes in.
Which, by the way, anybody know who has the best barristers?
Hmm.
House Civis.
Hmm.
They've got 3 guilds: the Speakers Guild, the Transcription Guild, which is the ones that do like notaries and like all your traveling papers and stuff,
Hmm.
and now they have the 3rd guild, which is the Broadcasters Guild,
Ooh.
which is across the Echoes.
Yeah, my Eloquence Bard build before Will told me I wasn't allowed to play an Eloquence Bard was a Speakers Guild.
Hmm.
Dude, I was gonna be the chairman of that guild in like a year. Nobody would be able to talk me out of it.
Anyhow. So what do you guys want to do? You just saw something really shady fucking go down.
True.
We did. However, Han did not. And
Nope.
I don't fuck around with things that aren't my business. So I'm getting out of there.
Kind of want to be nosy.
I
Mhm.
didn't get the chance to get anything to drink. So is there any good tea shops around here? There was that one place, Serenity.
Wrong game. Y'all still haven't visited that in freaking Starbury. I'll make sure that happens next time.
I really want to visit Serenity.
Say that now.
I mean, what's the worst that can happen?
There's really no place that I can be now that I've found Serenity.
When you give a werewolf caffeine, what's the worst that could happen?
Yeah, what's the worst that can happen?
When you give a werewolf caffeine.
I'm going to make a very, very British joke right now.
Oh,
Anything
God.
could happen.
I'm just saying.
Apparently, that's a very common phrase used in British pornos.
Oh.
It's like my husband isn't home and I can't afford to pay for the delivery.
Anything could happen.
Yeah, that's why it's in like the first episode of Doctor Who, the reboot,
Mm.
when she's like, There's a strange man in my room. Yes, there is.
And
In my
nothing
dressing
happened.
gown. Yes. Yes, you are. Anything could happen. No. And he just
Nope.
walks off.
Mm-mm.
No. Ah,
By the
man,
way, if
Mr.
everybody,
Eggleston did a
if
great
all
fucking
the
job.
people listening can like look right here and see my nickname, I have that nickname for a reason.
Yeah, yeah, he does.
Because he talks about things that he didn't write all the time.
I'm running pre-made modules. That's literally what I do. Thank you for my next TikTok video.
Mm-mm.
Okay, guys.
Oh yeah, I wanna peek in the window, see what's going on.
Okay.
Ooh.
Roll me a
peeping furball, Garia.
stealth check.
Yeah. Fuck. Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Oh, you got
Mhm.
to see some
That
gay
being
stuff.
said, before you do that, hold on.
Yeah.
Before you do that, I would like to
Uh-huh.
point out something that Furballs.
All right. Yeah. Yeah, I can do that.
Yes, you can.
Should I do that?
I personally say yes, but that's just my opinion.
Yeah, that's fair, that's fair, that's fair. But what would I turn into?
Oh, hold on. No. There's one specific thing they can do
They could turn invisible.
Okay, now hold on.
for one
Yeah.
round.
Because I was thinking about the
I
I
was-
was looking at
I
this
was-
guy self.
I was mumble singing Mr. Cellophane for a reason.
Oh, okay.
You said Mr. Cellophane, and now I have a Christmas song in my head. I blame
Oh,
you.
jeez.
I'm just imagining. See, I'm just imagining John C. Reilly singing Mr. Cellophane. It's great.
Huh, weird. At least on D&D Beyond it doesn't say I can.
It should be in your racial abilities.
Yeah, I'm looking at
Hold
that.
on.
It
Hidden
just sounds
step.
like
It's under hidden step and not Furballing magic. It's the next one.
oh.
As a
Okay,
bonus
'cause I'm
action,
looking
you
at the
can.
tech magic and just okay, gotcha.
Yeah, it's the next one, which is called hidden step.
Oh, okay. Then yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn invisible then and walk
Yeah,
back
furbolgs are fun because they're
Well,
big.
you want to
and
do this when you're close enough so that it's because it only lasts one round.
in. Oh, true. Yeah. Okay.
And I think you can only do it like once per day or something.
So like I'll like walk in and
For
pretend
short
like
and
I
long
forgot
rest.
something,
Mhm.
and then like just yeah. Still gotta roll that self, right?
Yes, but you do so with advantage.
Nice.
That's what being invisible will get you.
Yeah. Great, I had fucking advantage. That's the 10.
Okay. Give me 1 second. And
One.
look. And look up the census for something.
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah, doesn't Ilya have true sight?
No, Ilya does not have true sight.
Somebody has true sight.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's what he probably was looking up.
As you get to the window and you start to peer in, it looks like they were partially in the middle of a conversation, and the cloaked figure goes, and the shutters close on the window.
Thaumaturgy.
Hmm.
The Mo in me is just loving all the magic that's happening today.
Okay. Well, I guess I will continue walking and people watching, I guess, since I
All right.
was, thwarted.
All right. As you're walking along, you see one of the other residents of Beachberry Street.
Mm.
It's a very tall, yellow-feathered Aarakocra.
Oh, okay.
What's up, you big bird?
Yeah.
You also pass a trash can, and it looks like there's
No!
like a furry goblin living in there.
No, stop. can't say.
Beachberry Street.
It's a raccoon shifter that lives in the trash can.
Oh my goodness.
But with green fur for some reason.
Odd. But yeah, I'm just gonna continue people watching and looking at ways to improve high walls.
Okay. As you're walking along, you do pass by one of the other houses here on Beachberry Street.
Mm-hmm.
And there's that half orc you saw earlier actually has like a bucket of water and is basically bathing his horse, like trying to give his horse like just the
Bath.
shiniest coat. Is Casey
Okay.
washing his car? The human that had walked out of like the same area that you were working near is just like leaning up against, like fiddling with something in his hand. You can't really see what it is. But he's saying, give me 1 second. I need to get Rence's voice right.
Gotcha.
The thing is, I just don't understand where Paul got the echo from. Like, the way they were talking about. Apparently, they knew Ulfi the Civis from some sort of party that someone named like Roy G. Biv went to or something. I don't know. That's just a snippet of a conversation you hear as you walk by. Hey, Han.
Mute it, by the way.
Hello.
What you doing?
You
are feeling a little confused about what just happened.
Yeah, I kind of just turn around and just kind of like, huh?
Do me a favor and look right here.
Something don't add up right.
I mean, it seems perfectly logical. It seems perfectly logical. You would have walked in, paid the thing. You do see this guy in this he's for some reason he's wearing just a pure white suit with his hat, and he goes, "Yo, yo, yo, yo! Hey, take a look right here." And he's just holding up this weird device that kind of looks like it's got like. Hi, Aiden.
You had to put Aiden in here, yeah.
It's Josh's fault. Josh made me remember that Aiden tried to do the neuralizer thing.
I will leave.
And then his character in here got neuralized. I mean,
yeah, basically.
I forgot.
It comes full circle. Karma.
So what you tell me is that in some parallel universe, Aiden's neuralizer did work.
On himself,
Yeah.
yes. Let's be honest. If Aiden had a neuralizer, who would end up getting hit by the neuralizer?
Aiden.
Like 9 times out of 10, everyone and Aiden.
Actually, Aiden's been fairly effective. We're being a little harsh on Aiden, but still. Anywho.
But yeah, so obviously I'm going to look up my book. So what exactly do I see after looking up my book?
Have you been walking while looking at your book, or?
No, I kind of just walked out, just took a moment to take a bit more bites out of my little wrapped meat and just kind of process everything. So, and then I turned around.
Go ahead and say that it was cooked first, considering that was never stated.
True.
But I'm going to go ahead and say it was cooked.
Okay.
So the last thing we need is for Han to get Taxoplot. Anywho's. Well, Eric, have you wandered away, or are you still looking at your fellow Karn who's just walked out, like blinking his eyes, like nothing just happened? Eric.
I assumed that I was walking away and minding my own business.
Okay.
I wasn't overly concerned with the other patrons as I didn't really seem to know them or get along with them that well.
Yeah, I mean, you do know Han. You know Han's a fellow Karn.
A fellow Karn, but was
In fact-
very friendly. Han was very not talkative.
Again,
so, like, not having a good day.
You guys have kind of been here a fair amount. In fact, you've probably went to Han to get some sort of like book or something like that to help the children, or get like papers that has stuff to help teach them how to write and things like that. Like, you guys probably would have interacted, if I won't say a lot, but you know.
Enough to see a familiar face.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess I'll be waiting outside.
Okay. So
I
you do
guess.
see when you look up from the book, Han, you see Eric without a K. Sorry, Eric with a K.
Is with the K.
Yes, with a K.
Standing there.
That is my name. Eric is spelled ARIC, by the way.
I'm aware.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, the whole joke is the fact that there is no actual K in the name.
Mm-hmm.
The last name's spelled with a
K
Q.
is WI. The last name is WITHAQAYE with a K. Eric
Wouldn't that be with a
K.
key?
QAYE? No.
It's the whole thing, like a dock area that's called a K or a key, depending on how you pronounce it, is also spelled QUAY. That was that joke.
It's QUAY. It's QAYE
Oh, fair enough.
with a K.
All right, you guys figure out what you're doing for RP.
Yeah, is there any way I can just kind of just
Sneaky?
kind of backpedal to go, what the heck just happened?
You bought your meat and moved on, so far as I know.
Can I just
Yeah,
walk right back in?
I'm sort of sitting across the street, just eating my sandwich still, watching my friend walk out and the furbolg walk up to a window and turn invisible. So
Well, I have the stupidity to just walk right back in.
Do you?
1 second, guys. Sorry. All right. As you try to walk back in, door won't open.
I'm just gonna
he
knock
said
on
they
it.
closed for the day. He said they closed for the day.
I believe they forgot my seasoning.
I'm sure I have some extra at my place if you really need it that badly. You're eating a cube of meat.
I do like their seasons more, and I don't know anything about your cooking.
Anyway, I have some upcoming lessons that I like to teach children, discerning colors and how there's really only 3 of them. Do you have any literature that might be helpful?
Yes, but I don't have it on me.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Do you want to get a move on? We can go talk business and eat.
But I'm on my lunch break.
I will remind everyone, I'm assuming that McKnight remembers. It is actually, going on evening at this point.
Yeah.
Bit
Oh,
late
shit.
for lunch.
Oh.
No,
Fuck, it's already-
I was just assuming that you were playing the character who didn't realize it.
Damn.
Yeah,
Damn,
because
it's
it's like
already
4
dinner.
p.m. in game. Yeah.
Damn, it's already done. Well, looks like I need to get back to work. Sure, I will. Guess I'll follow you.
Nobody has come to the door whatsoever since you've knocked. Just FYI.
Can I put my ear up against it to hear anything?
Right.
Hold on, I'm just gonna try one more time. Just one
Look,
second.
our local meat dealer is having a bit of a private meeting. I'm sure you can understand. Can we please
It doesn't
go?
hurt to be a little bit nosy as I come back.
A little bit nosy, yes, but this place literally has
This from
the
a furbolg.
best- This place literally has the best Karnath cuisine that I have found in Highwall. Please do not get us put on a list of people they don't serve or overcharge.
Ow, that's a tree branch.
Roll me a perception check. On.
Okay.
Oh.
And that's what, charisma?
Yeah,
No, that's
Totally.
wisdom.
That's wisdom. Okay, that was flat. Yeah, 17.
17. You hear two voices on the other side of the door. You only remember there being Ilya in there. You can't quite make out what they're saying. One is definitely Ilya's, accented voice. The other one, however, is a very rich heiress. Words are hard today.
it's okay.
Looks like there's
Aristocratic voice.
Hmm.
It seems you're right. Looks like there was some fancy business happening. Can't make out the word they're saying
Yes,
though.
probably a large catering order.
But they need to
Um,
close up shop for a catering order.
I don't know. Maybe it's a private catering order with exotic meats we're not supposed to know about. Doesn't
Eh,
really matter to me. I
It's
just
none of
don't
my
want to get.
business.
I just don't want to get banned from my favorite deli.
It's none of my business. I need to go
Everyone
back
make
to
a
work anyway.
perception check.
Okie dokie.
Ooh, that's a good roll.
6.
2.
Hold on. Let me look at perception again. Where is it? That's an 18.
Okay.
hate the bad parts.
As you guys are, I'm assuming Eric has come across the street to try and grab Han and be like, "Hey, let's get out of here."
Mhm.
Yeah, because I heard the word majesty, and I need to leave because it looked like serious business, and the word majesty was used. So I'm getting out.
Suddenly, you all hear a voice coming from the side, leaning up against the building. Ilya's not in some sort of trouble, is he? As you didn't even notice him come back. That same human, he's leaning up against the wall. His cloak is fallen, so it's covering his right arm. And now he's just got some sort of food in Band-Aids. As he's leaning up against it.
Wouldn't happen to
Not
have
that
salt.
I'm aware of, no.
You don't usually close up shop this early.
Some people went in and LA closed up shop because of it.
I don't remember. I don't remember anyone going in.
How many?
Nobody.
I want to say about 2.
Just a reminder,
Definitely.
only one other person went in.
Okay, so then
that-
one, yeah.
Yeah, that person in the cloak was the only one there.
Gotcha. So yeah, just one person, yeah. I don't
And,
see why he
by the
doesn't
way-
remember, but yeah.
By the way, you guys can tell Ilya's, or not Ilya, Kilk is leaning up against the wall. He's got the Marlboro Man pose going on. It's one foot is pressed against the wall with his knee sticking out.
Mm.
But like I said, he's got the cloak covering his whole right side. So,
Okay.
I mean, do you think this sort of thing that he's going to need help with? I know Mo's real fond of him, and kind of feel bad for something I said once.
Can I make
It didn't seem like it was something that was going to end in violence. No, just an awkward conversation from the feeling I got.
Can I
Yeah.
look at Coke and just kind of read his physique and whatnot when he's
His
asked for help?
vibe.
Yeah, his vibe.
Inside
Vibe
check.
check.
Uh,
Vibe check.
What is that under?
Wisdom as
Best
well.
cap. Wisdom as well. 7.
Okay.
Jeez.
I mean, he seems pretty relaxed. Up until the moment where he like pushes his foot off the wall, and it's where you notice that his right side was actually doing more leaning against the wall. And there's a hitch about when he steps, and all of you hear a very distinctive click come from underneath the coat. Look. You're not that far out from the last war. You guys know what the sound of a crossbow being cocked is.
Mm-hmm.
I've only read about him.
I was thinking prosthetic leg.
No, Kilk's.
But
Yeah,
Kilk's
he
whole-
was ready in crossbow, yeah.
The reason his foot was
Still
leaning
could have a
against the
hidden
wall.
prosthetic. I don't know.
The reason his
Prosthetics are
foot
cool.
was leaning
Sure.
against the wall is the heel of his boot was underneath the stirrup to the crossbow. So when he stepped
Gotcha.
down, it allowed him to
Mm.
pull up to cock it. Well, if we want to find out, I'm your Beachberry.
Look, everyone, let's have some sort of modicum of non-violent, non-intrusiveness about us, and just
Go for it.
leave Ilya alone so that I can get a sandwich tomorrow.
I mean, to be fair, you don't have to come.
This could be quite interesting. I could write all this down and then read about it.
They read about it, yeah.
Only if
So,
you
yeah.
get the story in before Paul does.
Look, Han,
Oh, I don't mean to
The-
publish it. I just mean to record it.
I'm going home.
And I
Ah.
thought,
And like as Kilk
Ex-teachers.
goes to step up
No
to the
fun.
door, it opens.
oh,
Ilya is standing there. Sorry about that. We had to close for a bit. Is everything alright, Kilk? Right? You are the friend of former Captain McKnight, yes? I
Do
was
you
just
recognize
making.
that name?
Getting tired of saying
You
it for
definitely
the
do.
rest of my life.
Or actually, no. You less so. Or Eric definitely recognizes the name as the paladin that's been going around and healing the
Cool.
kids. The captain part's kind of new, but McKnight is definitely familiar.
touching kids and whatnot, yeah.
Look,
He's been touching the lives of many children, caressing them.
Caressing kids.
look. Only one person in this entire whole situation is a member of the Silver Flame, and it ain't Claire.
Fair.
It's the Goblin.
Hey, I am not a member of the Silver Flame.
Wrong Goblin. It's the Goblin who's in the service of the Dice Goblin.
Paul?
Yeah, Paul's a member of the Silver Flame.
Yeah, I remember.
But somebody said Paul with a question. I think it
No,
was
I did. I was making sure that's who you were referring to.
Yeah.
Listen, being
And
a
then I was
dice
referring to
goblin is
Esme as a
great.
Dice Goblin.
Yeah.
Kilk's gonna stand there and say, I was just making sure everything was all right. They said somebody came in and you closed up shop. Oh no, it's fine.
Are you sure?
It was just an old friend from the war.
Hmm.
I've not seen in a long time.
How long were they in there?
So it's the
Oh, look.
person who wanted to leave.
A little while.
How long is a little while? How long are we having this conversation about not going inside?
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna stretch it out and say 15 minutes.
Okay.
That's pretty quick, but I mean, if you only got a little bit of time.
Nobody left this place, by the way.
I know he's still in the back waiting for round 2.
That's
It's
if there's anything else I
raining
can help you with, you're welcome to come in. We are back open.
raining men. Yes, could I get a cup of tea? 2 creams, 1 sugar, honey, if you got it.
I believe there's a place called Serenity and Coffee. It's nearby. I don't serve beverages. I'm a butcher shop.
Oh, you mean Serenity, Blackroot, and more?
That's a savant. Yes, they do an amazing blackroot towel with charcoal spice, I believe.
Hmm. I think I
Anyway,
have one of those myself.
yeah, anybody want to go get a nice non-alcoholic drink?
I'd be down for that.
I don't really have anything else to do. As you hear, I'm not even gonna make you guys roll perception on it. Ilya definitely clocks what that kill just, undid the crossbow. The crossbow.
Going to get some tea. Gonna get some tea. Gonna teach those little kids about some math.
You sure are happy about tea?
On? Are you going with him?
I am just passionate about education.
Oh yeah, I just followed without saying anything.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Found the
Just
Caleb.
chewing on chunks of meat that you're ripping off.
Hey, to be fair, I went to the Run Fair last weekend and totally had a turkey leg, and I completely
Turkey
forgot
leg.
how difficult those turkey legs are to eat.
Oh.
They are not difficult at all. You fit the whole thing in your mouth and you pull out the bone.
Yeah, it's
Then
not
you
how that
chew
works.
like a madman.
That is not how that works.
Your mouth just doesn't open wide enough, dude. You gotta practice.
I don't have to practice for anything for my mouth to open that wide.
Mm.
Mm. I'm so looking forward to our date this Thursday.
Like I said, I don't have to practice for my mouth to open for anything that wide.
Oh my god.
Thank you for setting me up for that. There's no way he didn't know that's what I was going to say in response. There's zero chance.
I know you too well.
Anywho. So yeah, you guys go to a local coffee or a blackroot towel / tea place.
Serenity.
It is not actually
Blackroot
Serenity.
and more.
Yeah, fine. All right, fine. Fine, we're putting it in here.
Because it's tea,
Thank you.
Blackroot, and other things.
Yeah. All right. You guys go there.
Mm.
You see the very, very nice shifter lady who's working. Oh, hello. What can I get you all?
What's the recommended?
Oh, Melody, good to see you again. Could I possibly get a black tea, 2 creams, and a dash of honey?
Absolutely. Not an issue. You're not even paying.
What I absolutely am.
Hey, my little girl Amy says you're the best teacher that she's ever had, so no, you're not.
Yes, and you pay your city taxes, which technically pay me. So,
I mean, no, I pay you directly. FYI, city is not paying for this.
joking.
Mm.
I'm well aware. I was joking. There's no way the city would pay for education. They don't enjoy an educated populace.
There's no way the city's paying for education in Highwall, specifically.
Fair.
Yes. That's why I'm here.
She calls
But
back
yes,
to her
I'm
husband.
absolutely going to support your business the way everyone else in this town does.
By
That's
the way,
how
this
communities work.
shifter lady, I should describe, she has this curly reddish hair. And she calls back to her husband, Torduk.
I was going to ask, just for clarification, what is the child? Because a shifter technically doesn't have to have shifter babies.
The child is actually human, as far as you know. You do know that she does have this look, like, unlike her mother, who is again this frizzy wild red hair. Not like Lysera's, it's more straight. Her child does have like straight red hair. It's a weird situation because she's been hanging out with another kid lately. Who's, for some reason, his parents like to dress them in this like older armor. The kid's name's Rory. Her last name's Pond, by the way.
Oh my god, because I did the name Melon. Fuck you. I
Yes.
wasn't even thinking of that, you asshole. But okay. Okay.
Tordok being her husband's name.
Yep. Yep.
He comes out wearing a fez and a bow tie.
That's a mighty cool hat.
Yes, they're cool because I wear them. And Melody just knocks it off his head. No, they're not, sweetie.
I mean, they can be.
Anyway, I'm gonna pop the sovereign up on the table.
By the way, you've met Tordok before. He looks different. But then again, he's looked different multiple times since you've met him.
Yep. I'm assuming he's either a changeling or yeah,
Or a Time Lord.
or a doppelganger.
You guys come into the blue door to this place.
I
You're
love this
bold.
way more and more. I know, I did. I just chose a random name to make you go with it.
Yeah. And boy, did I fucking run with it.
Yeah.
Anywho.
Get it? Anywho.
Oh my goodness.
Kyoke actually leaves you guys aside for a bit. He goes over to one of the tables and like knocks on it. And the person that's sitting at that table is writing and looks up. Who the fuck are they?
Oh
You
god.
pick up fucking strays, Hava? Be nice, Paul. Where the fuck that came from? Be nice, Paul. They're decent folk. Well, something weird's going over at Ilias. Ooh, really?
Yep, that's where I got this sandwich.
Yeah, some
It's rather good.
person came into the shop and he closed up.
No one's
The
came in.
goblin comes over, grabs up a notepad.
Oh god. Yeah.
I'm listening.
Yeah, we were doing stuff in there and all of a sudden person came in, asked us to leave, and Elia closed up shop.
What did this
Yeah,
person
anything could
look
happen.
like?
Had a cloak on, so I couldn't really tell.
Okay, well, describe the cloak.
Black, red markings,
Yeah.
Karnathi symbol, big wolf. Sure you know the one.
Yes. Any rings, anything like that?
No, I did hear the term majesty.
Did you?
Really?
I did. It's one of the reasons I wanted to get off the premises.
That's good to know. And you didn't see any of this. They look over to you.
Yeah, that actually does work for me because my character cannot keep a secret. That's his flaw.
Oh.
Blabbermouth. You got to be honest when you talk to kids. It becomes
Sure.
a habit.
On?
Yes.
They look over to you. And you said you saw nothing.
No one walked in. By the way, can I have a
They
copy
met
of
like a
that?
minute after us.
Yes, you absolutely may. It only costs a crown wherever you get your Sharn Inquisitive.
Right. Yes, whatever. I'll take a copy.
This
like
is
reading.
no news.
When it's published, you may have a copy.
No, I would like a copy now.
This is a tea shop.
I didn't even fucking give a like. Let Shadows Light see what the fuck I was writing about him before I published. What the fuck makes you think I'm gonna let you see it?
All right.
Because
that mercenary group, yeah.
I have tons of paper.
By the way, I will remind everyone: the Chronicles don't use bylines,
Mm.
so this would be the first finding out that this is the person writing about that mercenary.
Okay, gotcha.
Oh, so you're that kind of publicist. All right. Well, sort of Nick.
They're good for stories.
Oh yes. Any chance you want to report on any of things that that are going to affect, like not the immediate future, but like raising rates of illiteracy in Highwall?
Go on.
The defunding of government education to the less fortunate as a means to subjugate those who would be the working class.
And you watch this, they are writing it down and they're like scratching some of the stuff out and then like replacing it with other things.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give this to Eric. This is definitely, actually no, Han is going to be the ones to notice this more than anything. This is somebody who's like correcting what someone's saying on the fly as they're writing it. You know this from having like trying to write letters for people, and like they'll say something, you're like, that is not what you want to say when you petition for something. So no, I'm not writing that. I'm going to write this instead.
I'm just imagining the bit from Harry Potter where the person's interviewing him during the Goblet of Fire tournament. He says, "My eyes are not swimming with the ghosts of my past."
Basically, it's very similar to that, yes. Except this is like, okay, the poorer classes replacing it with the, Syrian refugee sort of thing. By the way, I will fully allow Han to be looking over their shoulder as they write this.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was hoping.
I will do such thing.
You said you will?
I will, yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So yeah, you are seeing as they are writing down, they're getting part of what Eric is saying, but they are definitely putting a chronicle shine onto the words. Okay?
Yeah.
I was talking to Josh.
Oh, yeah, I can't see. I've been stuck outside.
Sure, that's valid. He pulled his headphones off and like had the look of pain.
No,
on
I
his
was
face.
just I was still listening.
Okay.
Sorry. That was, my ears were hurting for a second.
No, I was explaining to McKnight because McKnight's on the phone, so he can't see what you did. So I was just explaining. Anyway, yeah, it's so like instead of like the, the poor, however he put it, it's like, the refugees of Sire, or the refugees forced into poverty in the district of Highwall, like, is again basically polishing it up as they're writing it.
Okay.
But I did enjoy, if you were actually the one who wrote the articles on the Shadows Light, as it were, it was quite interesting. Good writing.
Oh, I appreciate that.
Where did you learn to write? I've met a few. I have a few goblin children in my class. Actually, their parents do not necessarily know how to read. It's not something they're getting from their home environment, at least. But you seem to be quite proficient.
What is your name, by the way? Sorry, this is actually for this real quick.
Eric with a K.
Okay, E-R-I-K.
Nope, not no. A-R-I-C.
You just said Eric with a K.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Eric with a K.
Yeah.
It's a family joke. With a K is my surname. Withaqaye. Eric with a K. My father's name is Connor.
Was
That's
his
not
father's
confusing.
name Chris by any chance?
Yes.
Thought so.
Hmm.
Yeah, and
see-
there was Carl. There was Carl. Who was
Carl.
my great
Carl.
grandfather.
Okay, Carl. Okay.
And his
Wait, Carl.
His,
Carl with a K.
Carl with a K, yes.
By the way, Han, that name sounds familiar to you.
Does it now?
Yes. It was the official executioner of Queen Roanne. Sorry, no, not Queen Roanne. Pius the First.
Hmm.
More notes
Mhm.
down.
That's going to be for the later book about Caius the First.
Got it. Got it.
By the way, anybody who listens to The Good, the Dan, and the Florida Man will get that reference. Oh, Carl. So, your age as well, please, Eric.
Yeah, sorry, what?
Your age?
Oh, I'm 27.
Okay, cut it. What were we talking about before that? Oh, you were complimenting me, right?
Yes, yes, your writing, it's very good.
Oh, you were asking where I learned how to
wondering
write,
where-
and
where you-
and you
where-
were
where
saying
you
that
learned
the
to-
you were saying the goblins don't know how to write.
No, not as a rule that you can't write. It's just that it's not something that I find has been prevalent in your community as a necessary feature. And seeing somebody who's obviously put a lot of
I still don't get it.
into it, I wonder how. What? And don't get what?
Your name, it's some sort of joke.
My family, there's a. Yes, it's a joke.
I don't understand. You mean Eric with a K?
Well, my family name is with a K, so it's sort of a humorous tradition to name people within the family names that could be spelled phonetically with a K, but are decidedly not.
How do you normally spell it?
Well, some people spell Eric
Hava.
E-R-I-K.
Actually, you should talk to him a bit later. Now, I'm gonna let you in a little secret, Eric with a K.
Hmm.
Most goblins actually know how to write. They just understand that most of you tall folk don't like the fact that they know how to write. We have a tendency to play stupid.
Well, when they go and, sign papers, release forms to children, things like that, it's fine that they usually write in Goblin, which is a very limited alphabet.
Yes.
Just
And it makes
as a
you think
language.
they don't know how to write common, which is why they sign that way.
Well,
We are a lot
they want
smarter
me
than
to
people give us
educate
credit.
their children. So
Yes,
I would assume
because
that
if
they
we
want
have
their children.
proof that they were properly educated by a human, that's a different thing.
That is a social construct I fail to understand, but I'm not seeing it from your point of view, which is fair. I will continue to do my job.
It's the point of view of a people that have been constantly attacked. Now, honestly, it's not my familiar point of view because I grew up in the Eldeen Reaches with goblins and elves and bugbears and all that living together. But
Oh my.
oh my, that's probably one of the best decays I've ever done. But yes, most goblins actually do know how to speak and write tongue.
Well, I find that in Highwall, the amount that would refuse to admit that at the very least is resounding.
Mm-hmm.
But again, that's
we're
just from
living
my
amongst
observant
all you
point of
big
view.
folks. The folks, the ones down in the cogs, have no problem right in front of it. But up here, like, we're barely tolerated as it is.
Well, at this point, it would seem that these families are really refusing to, more than just not wanting to admit that they can then, which in itself is irritating.
Again, it's a mindset that you can't really understand unless you've lived that way.
True.
You know,
Yeah,
imagine this.
Dinner with
No,
my
I'm not going to do
students'
that,
parents
James.
more often.
You will not mention to them that I told you that.
Oh, absolutely not. And what was your name again? I'm getting an energy of
It's
Dean?
Aspal. Aaspaal.
Aspel.
Aspal. Yes.
Oh, good to meet you, Aspel, writer of the Chronicle articles. Well, if you'd like a demonstration of what I'm working on, I invite you to stop by my school. We're actually taking a trip to the Karnath district of Highwall, right around to the meat shop around the corner. Actually, next week. We're
I'm
gonna
sure that'll be interesting.
practice public interaction and mathematical skills. I'm also going to introduce us some good food.
I'm sure Ilya will love having all those people there. He's such a people person.
Is he?
He doesn't seem to have a problem with children.
Oh, I wasn't trying to be facetious. He really is.
I haven't known him long. Just
Have-
on the job that I've done.
Well, I've been in there when he's had to deal with a very talkative halfling. I didn't catch his name, but he was just talking on and on and on. And anybody who can deal with a talkative halfling can deal with a preschooler.
Two
Mm.
things. First off, talkative halfling, not exactly narrowing it down very much. However,
No, very, very talkative halfling.
would this halfling happen to have had a bunch of scrolls on him and was accompanied by a certain human? Not this one.
Not at the time, no.
Quite a bunch of
Um,
scrolls?
he- I do seem to remember him having a large cone.
Red and blue domino, the symbol of Dalara, hanging around his neck.
Didn't quite catch it. He was wearing a large
Poncho.
cloak of some kind.
It's called a poncho.
Yeah.
It's from the Talenta Plains. Yeah, that was Maury. Vassal Hargrave.
Oh, yes, Ilya mentioned him. See, he does like him. He told me so. He's going to get along great with these kids. I swear. There's this one little goblin named Glick. Oh my God, she just loves to talk so much. It's actually rather incredible. I couldn't get her to stop talking once for an entire half hour. Just talking. She eventually passed out because she forgot to breathe.
Glick.
Glick, yes.
Yeah, I know her. I know her parents.
Yeah, Glick Snaggletooth. She's a
Mhm.
great little kid.
Yeah. Especially considering, now, they probably, I guarantee you, her parents didn't have a problem signing a common, did they?
Oh, Glick's parents, no, they were actually one of 3 goblin families that I am currently watching for.
And
12
again,
goblin children, 3 families.
yes. But again, Glick's parents, sign in common, no problem. Vote in common. They're reachers. There's a whole
Oh,
like
well, Glick's had no problem with language. Glick actually knows a fair bit of Gnomish. I've noticed as well, which is probably has quite a bit to do with that.
Yeah, they're from the Eldeen Reaches. They're from the same place that my dad was from.
Well, that can certainly make for some sort of subconscious differentiation on my end.
Well, no, I mean, it's, again, a lot of the goblins that grew up here in Sharn don't write common and everything in front of a bunch of people because they're used to having to hide it.
Oh, absolutely. I understand where that's coming from. And again, I don't understand it from that point of view, but it's totally
The
fine.
people
It's just a
who-
differentiation I'll start to notice in my own head when I'm talking to people.
The ones
is
that
what
come
I
from
do
the
quite a bit.
Eldian reaches, however, grew up with elves and hobgoblins and bugbears and all of that's living together.
Anyway, is there anything else you wanted to know?
And the Furbolg, what is your name, please?
Talia.
How's that spelled?
Kaliya.
No, sorry, I was so hoping you were going to start it off with saying with a K.
Yeah. Oh God. No.
Oh, so I was hoping
I
for
have a K in my name. Yes.
Actually, no.
No, it's funny if you started out with C and they're like,
No,
Oh,
okay,
I thought-
hold on. We're going to pause. We're going to go back. Okay. How's it spelled? Don't say with a K, just spell it out again.
Kaliya.
Okay, so with a K.
no, it's not like that.
Yeah?
Just,
okay. Oh,
I
okay.
just met her.
Oh,
Not
so
like no.
not okay.
No,
misunderstood,
not like
sorry.
that. No.
Hey, no judgments.
Yeah.
And
No,
they are
not
looking-
even on
they
my
are-
end, but
Just so we're clear, they're looking fairly far up to look at you.
Yeah.
Talia.
to be fair, I just met Collier like 20 minutes ago, and 19 minutes ago found out Collier was.
I
a
mean, I'm
girl,
just saying, I like
so-
mountain climbing.
No.
And they wink at you.
She's like 7'5", by the way.
Yeah, I know.
So
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like 5'8".
And the goblin is...
yeah.
Think about what happens if this character gets to meet Mo, accidentally steps on him. Just,
Oh no, for real. Like, oh, I'm sorry.
And then
Gone.
hurts her foot because Bo is covered in armor.
stubs her toe.
Like, what the fuck did I stop on a rock?
Got a pebble in my shoe. Oh no,
Yeah.
that's another halfling.
Please describe the Draenei mating ritual. Take 3 gnomes, put in bag, beat back, wait till morning.
Mm-mm.
Kalia, not with a K, but with a K. Got it? Okay.
Yes.
So C, no. And like they continue in this for a little bit before Kilk finally goes, "Oh, stop teasing them." I just can't get Kilk's voice today for some reason. Stop teasing him, Paul. But Hobbit's so much fun. And what about you, Han, right?
Yes.
Han Solo, Captain the Millennium Falcon.
Oh, sorry. Kalia, what's your age?
247.
247.
Mhm.
What about I? Sorry, my nose is in the book.
I will say Han heard that. Heard how old Kalia is.
Holy blah.
Are you okay?
Me? Oh yes, I was just distracted by a book,
Uh-huh.
and I'm looking at things
Now,
directly in front of my face.
I'll remind you, one thing that Han is looking for is people to talk about who were around when the last war started,
Mm-hmm.
which was a little less than 100 years ago. So it's almost exactly 100 years ago.
Mostly elves.
Also furbolgs.
Yeah.
Well, furbolgs are far less common.
because they can live up to 500.
I'm saying mostly.
And yet,
though.
for some reason, turtles can only live to be 50. Can someone explain that one to me?
I don't understand that either.
And regular turtles live longer than 50.
So how old are you, Han?
I lost count.
You're human. You shouldn't have lost count.
Somewhere in the
She didn't even
30
lose count.
30, 40s, somewhere around there. I don't.
42.
Let's go with that.
I'm going to say
Yeah.
36.
He looks 32, yeah.
Well, he said 42. I said
Oh.
36.
The answer.
I mean, if we're getting out numbers, can you put me at 21?
No, you're too.
No.
No.
No, what's a shot?
With your
I'm
face structure,
punching
yeah,
your
no.
school teacher. My hair pulled back in a high ponytail and a large scar going down from this eye to this eye underneath. Had one of them
As
bunks
Kilk is
super fast
distracted
water
having
gun.
this conversation, actually, I'm going to say that Talia hears as Kilk leans over towards someone else who's got like who's there, and they have like a bow and everything sitting next to them. And I'm going to say, without rolling, I'm just going to say this. Talia's the only one who hears it. As he leans over and says, "Hey, sorry to bother you. I was just wondering where you got the dagger points for your arrows." The guy's like, "My what?" The dagger... And Talia, being as old as you are, do you know what he's asking about? He's asking for what is now referred to as bodkin points.
Say that again? Sorry.
He's asking for what is now referred to as bodkin points. They used to be called dagger points.
Arrowheads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bodkin being an old word for dagger.
You mean Balkan votes?
Bodkin points. Thank you. Yeah, the bodkin point. And when I say it's an old word, bodkin probably ain't been used for at least 100 years or so.
First time I'm actually hearing about it, legitimately.
Something that you only hear in old prophecies.
Mm.
Wouldn't it be nice if somebody else knew about that?
Like asphalt.
They didn't hear that. And you have no reason to tell them.
Nope.
Aren't I an asshole?
However, if they ask and I know,
Yep.
I'm gonna say something.
Mhm.
You don't have to torture me. I will tell you where they are, what they're doing, and
Except
how
for the
low armed they
fact that
are.
you
I
also didn't hear that conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I did not.
Did you remark to Kilk that it's been a long time since you heard someone use the term? No, I'm legitimately asking. Did I hear that or did I not?
You said it's been a long time since somebody had used the term. She did not say anything about mentioning it to kill herself.
Yeah, no.
Okay, fair enough.
No, I said it like out of character. That's the first time I've ever heard of it.
Okay. It's in the
Sorry.
to be or not to be speech.
That is the question.
Well, that's just a woman's. Sorry, do not. I can do the entire thing
Oh my goodness.
at speed. And hearing it, it's just, I automatically start doing it. I'm actually thinking about making that a TikTok video. Might be able to do it in under 15 seconds.
Like when the winter breaks.
It is the East and Julia is the sun. Fuck you.
You gotta go with
This is a
anything,
fun
guys.
party trick, but fuck you for doing it right now.
It helps if you do it in like a dramatic voice too.
Yeah.
Not me. Like I said, I literally can do
It
that.
helps get Will started, is what I'm saying.
Fair
Is
point.
if you do it in a dramatic voice.
Fuck you for giving away my secrets, jackass.
You gave
Anywho's,
away the secrets.
you're giving away the specifics.
Anywho's will be.
I like
You
the
gave away
fact that I
details.
started
I'm
that
just
shit.
letting them know details.
Anywho's will be. So yeah. Paul, take down your informations.
Uh-huh.
I will say, and we may revisit these characters at some point, so I'm going to go ahead and say that you all get a first level feat, essentially.
Oh. Okay.
I mean, the humans technically can get them anyway.
Yeah.
Well, I chose regular human.
I will, however, require Han to take one specific one. Because it works for his
Who's that?
character.
Was
The bane of dungeon masters everywhere. Eidetic memory.
Yeah.
interesting?
You know what it does?
Nope. Keep in mind that McKnight here is not having a good day.
It's
Pupper?
it's photographic memory.
Basically, yeah.
You can perfectly recall anything within the last 30 days.
I see.
I'm thinking this is something that Han would appreciate having.
Yeah, no, it's very good.
Yeah, something you would need,
Mm-hmm.
I feel.
What is it called? It's like observant. What is the feat?
Eidetic
What
memory.
does that?
It's literally called eidetic memory.
No, there's another feat that gives you. No, I'm thinking of
Observant
the one
allows
that
you to read lips.
No, there's another one that gives you. I think it's the ability to know true north. It's like a navigator feat. It's
No.
there's a lot of really
no.
cool feats
Eidetic
out
memory
there.
also
If you guys
does
don't
that.
know your feats, research them.
No,
It can literally make a character.
I can't. I'm technically not allowed to like just read the rules directly, because I could get in trouble for that. But yeah, eidetic memory allows you to know true north. It allows you to know what time it is down to the hour. Actually, no, down to the minute. And
Is that what Caleb had?
yeah, it's exactly what Caleb had.
That's what I thought.
That's and to perfectly recall anything within like the last 30 days.
Mm.
Which was really annoying whenever he'd be like, I don't remember, but Caleb does. And you watch Matt go. All right, Paul has it too. Paul doesn't
Which
need
makes
to.
sense.
Paul doesn't need to write things down. Which was very
Paul just does
specific.
it because they
Paul
wanna.
closed the notebook at one point and then got Lysera to say extra things.
Mm.
I was like, I have a really good memory. All right, so where are you guys going from here? You pretty much have a party going on now.
Again, I was gonna get dinner and go home and work on lesson plans. That was my plan for the evening.
Okay.
But if anybody else is like trying to like have a rare and good time so I can show up to work tomorrow with a hangover, that works too. I have shards with minor images in them. I can just let the kids watch that.
Is that why teachers do that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. It's minor illusion just layered on top. So you get
John
sound,
Mulaney joke.
picture, color. Yep, that is literally why teachers do that. I found out that's why teachers did that because I worked in a bar when I was in high school. I got to see my teachers empty kegs and then show up to work the next day and show us a video.
Yeah.
The history teacher got the best of it because technically Gladiator was a movie that technically counted. So we watched Gladiator like 10 times that year.
Mm. But
Still don't quote it.
you know what, Liz?
I know he was about to. It was going through his head.
I actually
Gladiator.
wasn't until he said that, and then it started going through
Shut
my
up.
head.
Shut up. Don't
That's
do
what
it.
I'm doing. I'm shutting
I
up
will
and
start a
letting you
dramatic
guys.
reading of Fat Bottom Girls if you don't.
I'm shutting up and letting you guys decide what you're going to do, so you can tell me.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
finish my
yeah.
sandwich and drink my tea while I listen to these people talk about stuff.
Fuck. Trying to think. I mean, I guess
Anyway,
I could
what are
go
you
back
guys
home.
doing here?
Hmm?
Sorry. No,
No. What you said?
no, you cut in. I was about to just break the silence. You continue, please.
I literally was just like, oh, I could go back home. If anything.
Anyway, what are you doing in a tea shop this time of night, Aspel?
Oh,
Good stories in many tea shops.
yes, actually, but
Bit
no,
on a
I
bit
was.
of a date. What? Well, I
Is
just
this-
noticed you were here with a friend. I didn't know if there was. If we were intruding on you. We didn't want to make you do your job if there's any romance in the air. Could always
So
use a few
what I
more
was doing
students.
actually was They are completely ignoring that part of it. What I was doing was actually I was filling out a form for Shadow's Light because even though I've referenced them as being a mercenary guild in my work, it is a little bit of a lie because they are not fully registered.
Oh.
Well, that's not really useful information, but it feels juicy.
And why aren't they registered?
Have you
Why
done
do they
many
need to be
adventures?
Not really, no.
In 247 years, you
Not
haven't?
yet.
I kept to myself mostly.
I haven't met any yet, but some of the people I've met, which is quite a few, might turn out to be. Most of them are around ages anywhere between 10 and 6 by now. Haven't
The
really had
point
a
being
chance.
that adventurers are not good at thinking about paperwork. There's a certain type that can be, and they're really good
Most
at
of the
it.
people I meet.
These
Most
people
of
are.
them.
I'm not even talking about being able to do paperwork, which is what I think you're talking about, Eric. No, they're not good about thinking about paperwork that needs to be done.
Oh, well,
Hey,
with
Han.
what I've seen in the local library of Vassal Hargrave's work, he's very good at writing things down.
Yeah.
I was just
probably.
about to point out to Han that this would be about the time he remembers where he heard the name Vassal Hargrave from. There's a research paper that put out about the morning and
I
about going
keep up
into the
with modern
Moorland.
sciences. You have to prepare the children for the next generation.
I was just going to remind Han of that.
I
Mm.
got it. I'm touched on. Yep,
I'm
noted.
busy dealing with Chewie.
Han is currently dealing with life stress.
It was a
Oh,
joke
no.
because puppies usually tend to bite a lot.
Mm.
Alright.
Get it, Chewie? Because we all know Han is the dog in that situation.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Oh.
So, but yes, they're not really good with thinking about the fact that there's paperwork that needs to be done. They just like to make declarations, and somebody has to look out for them.
Literally, I can hear like Sarah sneezing wherever she is right now. I could just feel it. So somebody definitely talk about me.
You see, for Mo, like he doesn't have to do paperwork for adventuring because this is a research expedition for him.
Yes, which would mean he would technically have to do paperwork in order to get a grant to do research expedition.
Well, he's not- he's already been paid to do research,
Has he?
technically. Technically,
I don't know where he's getting the money from, and I'm the dungeon master.
For real.
the money comes from the people who pay us to do other things on the way to do research right now. When I started out, my starting money was from the church.
Uh-huh.
I hate it when he's not wrong.
That was my startup 10.
He'll never
goals
be
from
right.
starting out.
He's just occasionally not wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, you're getting really tired of people introducing saying I'm a friend of Vassal Hargraves.
I see so many friends.
Everybody's my friend, Will. I'm a halfling. Vampire dude, I am gonna make him my friend.
Which one?
I don't know, one of them. Whichever one I meet.
Oh.
Notice I never actually use the spell friends either.
Mhm.
Just make it happen.
That's true
after.
too.
It has to
Mo's
be a
met
last
one.
thing.
Eric's met another.
It's true. He doesn't know that. Neither of them really know that.
Nope.
Mo's got like a few bits of information that he needs to put together still for that knowledge.
Mo's
He
got
has
a
some of it.
lot of information he would need to put together to know that knowledge without it being metagaming.
He's got some of it already. Just not quite enough to make any sort of guess in the right direction yet.
Hmm.
He's got some of it. He's got a few of the puzzle pieces, just not the edge.
All right, if you guys are heading out,
Make me downtown.
there's one other thing I wanted to happen. I'm trying to remember. But oh yes, I remember. As you guys are
Get mode.
as you guys are leaving, you see a red-haired woman wearing a leather vest with like metal studs over it. And walking beside her is a slimmer than average, but still pretty beefy Warforged. Down at his side is a mace with an adamantine, which, by the way, I've described adamantine as being like dull metallic. I was wrong. Adamantine is black, and it's so it has an adamantine lion's head sitting on it, and they're meeting up with a woman who is missing her right eye. Got a patch over it and a big scar coming down to it. She's got salt and pepper hair.
Are they parents of any of my kids?
They are not.
I'm not really going to pay too much attention to them. I'll keep an eye on
You
'em 'cause
do
they're more interesting than
recognize.
other people.
You do, however, recognize the woman they're meeting. They seem to be meeting up with.
Ask her.
Everyone does. That is Greykel, aka the Sheriff of Highwall.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was.
As I pass by, I'll say, "Evening, Sheriff."
He does not like that name.
I don't really notice. I don't really talk to her that much.
I mean, if you have any sort of like dare type program, she's probably the one that led it.
Ooh, Dare was such a damaging program for the kids that are now on meth.
I know, but you brought it up earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't really interact too much with her.
So, actually, sorry, Lay, Pierce. 1 second. Hell yeah! And you're tall. Greykel is not as tall as you. Yet Greykel somehow managed to embrace this furball in a full hug. Because Greykel gives great hugs.
She does.
Patting you on the back. I actually wanted to get your opinion on something, if you don't mind.
I don't mind, no.
And she takes you. It's actually at the end of Beachberry Street. It's past the butcher shop. It's past everything else, and
It's where the sidewalk ends.
And the road
Oh
begins. The torches actually start getting fewer and far between, and the ones that are there aren't lit very well. Like, they're lit, but clearly they've been lit to burn way too long to provide proper light to this area.
Gotcha.
And they walk up to this frontage, essentially. So the street comes to a T intersection, and then along that side there's a fairly wide location built into the side of this tower. It looks to be about 2 stories. It's really hard to see how long it is.
So what did you need of me?
This place isn't exactly holding up very well.
Yeah, I can tell.
Yeah, it is extremely dilapidated.
Mm-hmm.
I might be able to find you some work in, I'd say, probably no more than a month, fixing this place up. How would you feel about that?
I wouldn't mind it, no.
This
I
is
like working.
This is a big job.
As she keeps looking at the place, looking it up and down and stuff like that, yeah.
You can actually see through parts of it.
Yeah, this is gonna be a big one.
I understand.
But no, I don't mind.
Good. Hopefully we'll be able to renovate Dolore's doorstep in a few weeks' time. That's where we're going to end tonight's session. Ooh, hey, cool. Just in time. My internet connection started going spotty.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
We can't have that. Mm-mm.
All right, so perfect timing on my part to go ahead and end the session. Feel bad because Josh just left. So I mentioned where you can find me on Twitter at the beginning. Does anybody willing to give out where they can be found on social medias or Twitch? Which I guess is technically a type of social media.
Yeah. I can be found on any platform basically under the username Moonbun.
Would you like to spell
Twitch, that? That's Twitch, that's Twitter, TikTok if you are on there. Instagram, which I don't really use that much, but hey. But the spelling is MOONE. I had to look at chat to remember how to spell my own username. It's around that time of night. But yeah, MOONEBUNNE. I post a lot of memes and good wholesome content on my Twitter. I stream usually Monday, Wednesdays on my Twitch. That is up to subject to change now because of some other things that I have planned. So I might be streaming actually more. But yeah. Hope to see you around.
All right, McKnight. You want to promote any of
No.
your stuff?
No, I'm all good for right now.
Okay.
I appreciate it.
Mm.
I don't know where Josh can be found
Can be
online.
found
If
on
you
Endless Waters Productions.
yes, and you can
You're
find
free.
us on Twitter at Waters Endless. You can also find us on YouTube by searching for Endless Waters Productions because we don't have our little special own YouTube name. Please tell your
Hey,
friends about us. If you enjoy us, give us that follow. We are working to try and get to affiliate. Not even gonna lie. But yeah, and if you're watching us on YouTube later, hello there.
Hi.
But until next week, which hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll be back to our regularly scheduled Shadows Light game.
Yeah.
Sorry, diabetes thing.
No,
Didn't want to interrupt.
no, that's valid. We're actually closing out. So is there any particular place online or social media that you'd like to be found, Josh?
Not currently, no.
That's valid.
Yeah.
But keep an eye. Oh, yeah, I should bring this up. So I've gained like over 100 followers on TikTok because of one video I posted. And
So
as
glad
such,
you didn't pounce.
I'm going to be doing another meta stream on Sunday where I work on stuff for the future. Because we know after they get back, they're going to be dealing with the Lore's doorstep. You guys can watch me try and build that for these guys to run through. And you get to hear some behind the scenes stuff and just get to hear me run my mouth, basically. You also get to hear my washing machine and dryer go because Sunday's my laundry day.
Yeah. And we get to log in under fake profiles and find out what we're up against.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, good luck with that, guys. I know that didn't happen because you guys were surprised when you saw my little character drawings.
We got to practice acting surprised.
You practiced very hard.
Anywho's
We have a separate Discord.
We
called
totally
Everyone
do.
But Will.
I swear to God, if I ever find out about that. Anywho's
You'll never know.
good night. Don't forget to love each other, which I might not be able to say for too long. But yes, be kind to each other. Keep safe. We love you.
So much.
I love Slap Cactus.
Yes,
The
we
rest
definitely
of
love,
you.
I'll let Slap Cactus know.
we definitely love
The rest
Slap
of you.
Cactus.
Yeah.
But till next week.
Bye.
Bye. Claire, let me see your dog.